This morning, changing road conditions ahead. Team coverage on what drivers are seeing out there and what you need to know before heading out.
Plus, how the State Farm Bureau is now responding to the Trump administration's farm aid package. Ahead, why the agency says farmers want more consistency.
And a dramatic rescue in Milwaukee. How close a driver came to going over an overpass, plus the county's response. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now this morning on your Wednesday, December 10th. I'm Kyrian Lee.
And I'm Chris Stanford. Thanks for joining us. On this alert day, we have team coverage with everything you need to know before you leave the house.
Our Maya Tate is out in the live drive monitoring road conditions. But first, we're going to check in with meteorologist Savannah Brito, who's getting you ready to head out the door this morning. Savannah, we're having this changing system here this morning.
Yes, we are. As temperatures were still warm yesterday evening and even into the early nighttime hours, that was rain, but now we're at 32 across Janesville, Monroe, and Platteville, and even cooler in the 20s, upper 20s in Madison, mid 20s in the Dells and Camp Douglas. We are all seeing that transition over to snow now. We do have some moderate snow showers that are falling light across the city of Madison right now, but you can see where that blue, a little bit more deeper near Cross Plains and up near Wanakee and north of that area, up near Prairie du Sac, that's where the moderate snow is actively still falling. We're not going to see an a lot of accumulating snow. I think just trace amounts up to maybe half an inch. But after this moves out, we are done with the snow. So by mid to late morning, that winter weather advisory will get dropped. That already has been dropped for the La Crosse, Black River Falls, and Camp Douglas areas, just because they're pretty much done with the snow at this point. But we're still seeing that in Madison with a temperature at 26. And look at Janesville and Monroe. They were at 32. Now they're at 30 degrees. Waukesha is still at 32, but pretty much everyone below freezing level early this morning. Visibilities will continue to come down. We'll have wind chills factored in all day long with falling temperatures. We'll show what snowfall totals have been ranging from across south central Wisconsin since yesterday, the overnight hours into early this morning, and also when we're tracking bitter cold to follow this.
All right, Savannah, thank you. Well, here's a live look at WISC-TV's winter road conditions this morning. If you're taking a look at this map right here, pink means roads are fully covered, blue means partially covered, and green means roads are clear. We're seeing a mixture of that. More so north of Madison, you can see that those roads are fully covered right now.
Even in some of the green areas on this map, schools are still making adjustments for this morning. For example, we've got Platteville that's called off for today. That's in the green zone. Mount Horeb is running on a 2-hour delay this morning. Most of the school closings and delays are in the northern part of our viewing area where those pink and blue conditions are this morning.
Yes. But we are taking a look at the roads this morning as well.
Yeah, we have our live drive out. Maya Tate is with photojournalist Chris Hawbaker. Maya, where are you and what are you seeing?
Good morning. So right now we are currently on the north side, and as you can see, in front of us, we have a plow putting down some salt. The roads are getting a little slicker with the snow coming down, but overall the salt should help with that. There's starting to get to be some more traffic on the roads right now, and we just stopped at the airport to check on flights, and most flights are good to go. There was one delay. But yeah, overall the roads are not too bad, but something to be mindful of as the day goes on because conditions can change. Back to you.
All right, Maya, thank you. And one of the issues that Madison authorities wanted everyone to be mindful of this morning was those warming temperatures overnight, breaking up some of that hard pack that are on some of the residential streets and making it real slushy. It's something I encountered on my way to work this morning.
Yes, lots of slush on the roads. Going to see a lot of that in the residential neighborhoods until they get to those roads. And even in the intersections, make sure you're slowing down before you get to those. Those are some of the slick spots this morning as well. All
right, let's get to those school closures. They're scrolling at the bottom of your screen, but we've had a lot come in during the 5 o'clock hour. We're up to more than 40 school closings and delays. Some of the bigger districts to call off. Adams Friendship up north of Barneveld schools are going to open up at 10 o'clock this morning. Boscobel closed. Cassville closed. We mentioned earlier, Platteville schools are closed this morning, and Mount Horeb is running on a 2-hour delay. Wisconsin Dells schools are going to be closed this morning as well. You can check out the scroll at the bottom of your screen or check all our entire list at channel3000.com at any time.
Police and local plowing companies suggest staying home during active snowfall if you don't need to be out. The owner of Jackson's Yard Care says the back-to-back snowfalls are keeping his crews busy. He says everyone driving should take their time.
Just be very cautious, all right? Brake, way before you get to like the stop signs, cars, anything like that, and just be aware of your surroundings and be careful of that black ice and just take it slow.
Police are also reminding drivers to stay alert, slow down, and give snowplows plenty of space.
You can track the weather yourself and stay ahead of those conditions in real time with the free First Warn weather app. Download it wherever you get yours. 6:05 now to some developing news this morning. Madison police investigating a sexual assault on the city's south side. Police say the assault happened around 2 a.m. Monday near McDivitt Road and Todd Drive near the Beltline. No arrests have been made. Police say multiple jurisdictions are investigating. We'll provide updates as more information is released both on air and online at channel3000.com. Meantime, if you need to talk to anyone about sexual violence, there is a resource available. The National Sexual Assault Hotline is on your screen. So is the helpline for the Dane County Sexual Violence Resource Center, formerly the Rape Crisis Center.
New this morning, a family of 7 and their dog are now without a home after an early morning fire on Madison's south side. The fire happened just before 2 in the morning on Bell Street near the Catholic Multicultural Center. Madison Fire believe it started near the kitchen, but have not yet said what may have caused the fire. Nobody was injured, and the Red Cross is working with the family. Now to some national headlines. This morning, one person is dead and another in critical condition after a shooting on Kentucky State University's campus.
Police say the suspect, who is not a student, is in custody. That shooting happened yesterday afternoon outside a campus housing unit, which prompted a lockdown. Kentucky State University, a public, historically black university with about 2,200 students.
And new this morning, Miami is set to elect its first Democratic mayor in nearly 30 years. Former Miami-Dade County Commissioner Eileen Higgins is projected to win after securing 59% of the vote. While the city's mayoral race is officially nonpartisan, Higgins' victory is widely seen as a party shift for Miami leadership. During her campaign, Higgins said she will focus on immigration, affordable housing, Miami's growth, and flooding concerns.
To our local news now, our state's Farm Bureau says they're looking for some more consistency from the federal government.
This comes after President Trump announced a $12 billion aid package for farmers. Farmers in our state have had a tough year dealing with fluctuating soybean prices and funding losses following the government shutdown. The State Farm Bureau says many details are still unclear at this time, like payment rates for each product and how much money will be allocated for processors. This could affect funding for farmers on the ground.
We appreciate the announcements of new trade agreements, but we need to see them finalized. It's important that these deals move forward from headlines and be actually signed agreements and that tariffs are eased so that normal trade can resume. Like I said, farmers don't want special treatment. We don't want trade. We don't want aid. We just want a fair market to sell what we produce. And we believe when markets are fair, we can compete with anybody.
An official date has not been set, but Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins says farmers can apply in the coming weeks with funds expected to be dispersed by February 28th.
6:07 now, a wild story in Milwaukee to share with you. Check this out. A commute ends in a close call and a dramatic rescue as a crash left this SUV hanging over a retaining wall. It just happened to be an agent from the FBI's vehicle. The driver hit the agent's car and says that they'd swerved to avoid hitting a car and slammed on the brakes. In some new body camera footage, paramedics are heard talking about just how close the agent came to falling over the edge.
Snow makes it dangerous.
Yeah, I know, man.
Yeah.
They turn into ramps.
Yeah, they do.
Terrifying. This all raising concerns, though, about snow built up from plowing crews, creating a ramp of sorts near the retaining wall. The Milwaukee County Department of Transportation is responsible for plowing this area. They say there's no evidence to suggest that snow accumulation either on the road or the parapet walls contributed to the accident.
Listen to this. For the past few years, you may have helped Madison Street Division name their snowplows, and now you can get a trading card of your favorite one. So take a look at this here. To celebrate the snowplows and their operators, Madison is turning the winning names into trading cards. Each card includes an important salt usage tip and other info about the vehicle. The trading cards are available for free at any Madison Public Library location.
Very cool. Snow Diggity. That's one of my favorites.
Snow Diggity. day.
No snow doubt.
Yeah, snow doubt.
Well, hey, we do have some brand new school closings that just came in this morning, or delays. Argyle schools are going to start at 10 a.m. this morning. We've got Belleville schools that will be opening at 10 o'clock, no morning 4K. Benton schools, I mean, there's a handful of them. We're up to about 60 or so now, closings and delays at channel3000.com. A lot of them, or some of them, I should say, just making that decision and submitting it to us after 6 a.m.
Yeah, so we're going to continue to see that, I am sure. But we're checking in with Savannah, who's giving us a closer look at what to expect as the morning goes on. Savannah?
Good morning, guys. We're still seeing snowfall. You can tell on that camera. It's light right now in Madison, but something that could impact your commute yet this morning still. I had a couple of slick spots basically right outside the station on Raymond Road this morning. We still have some snow that is moving in across Dane County, and this is light to moderate, so some lighter snow showers near Mount Horeb, Cross Plains, Fitchburg, Stoughton, and Cottage Grove, but you can see those deeper shades of blue reaching the city of Madison right now, just to the west of Sun Prairie and up near Wanakee. But outside of Dane County, a little bit directly near the Camp Douglas, Viroqua, Lone Rock areas to our west and northwest, there's just some lighter snow that is heavier near Monroe and south of that area, getting into northern Illinois. This will continue to fall the next couple of hours. That's expected to wrap up by mid to late morning, but then we'll talk about the changes we're going to see after this system ends.
Thanks, Savannah. Still ahead, it is the final day for the community book drive at the Madison Reading Project. We're live with how you can put books in the hands of our youngest readers in the 608.
But right now, let's take a live look at the roads this morning. Our crews are out there in our live drive. Make sure you give yourself plenty of extra time for your commute. We'll have that and
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
We're back at 6:14 on this alert day, getting you ready to head out the door.
All right, Maya Tate is out in our live drive this morning with photojournalist Chris Hallbaker. They're getting a live look at those road conditions this morning. Maya, where are you and what are things looking like?
Hi, so right now we are on County Road K, heading towards Mount Horeb, and the snow is coming down more consistently. The wind is getting heavier, it's getting harder to see the roads. There's more cars on the roads, but it's getting harder. It's getting a little more slippery, and these conditions have really changed quite a bit since we started this morning, when it was clearer, not very slick. But yeah, so we have seen some plows on the road, some putting salt also, but with the snow coming down consistently, the roads still might be kind of hard to navigate, so they might still be slippery, and that's just something to be cautious of as you're leaving this morning. The snow is getting wetter, it seems a little more heavy, but yeah, that's all I have for now. Back to you.
All right, Maya, thank you. We did just get information from the Wisconsin DOT about a car crash that is shutting down Highway 28 in both directions up in Dodge County near Horicon. Again, Wisconsin 28 from Highway 33. Here we go. Highway 33 to Highways TW in Dodge County shut down in both directions right now because of a crash.
Yeah, so just giving you another reminder to take it easy out there this morning. Allow yourself some extra time. So let's check in with Savannah to get everything you need to know as you are headed out the doors.
Yeah, good morning, guys. You saw that light snowpack. That's because of our radar. You see that moving into Dane County. So that is laying down new snow on those roadways, allowing more slick spots. But according to the radar, that is moving in a lot of Dane County as we speak, in areas to our south. Across Camp Douglas and northward, not really seeing active snow falling, but here locally, most of Dane County is south of Monroe and south of Platteville, Prairie du Chien, Lone Rock, also still seeing that snowfall. So let's start areas north of Dane County. Marcelo, Poinette, Lake, Wisconsin, just to the south of Baraboo, seeing some light snow. We have more moderate snow across Dane County, and that's kind of what areas near Mount Hope, Fenimore, and Prairie du Chien's also seeing. But you see a little bit of that light contour near Boscobel, Muscadet, Richland Center, and Soldiers Grove. Pretty much La Crosse up near Black River Falls done with this system, but we do still have that snow band moving southeast and across Dane County. Cottage Grove, Madison, Wanakee, and just to the northwest of Sun Prairie, all seeing moderate snow. Light snow near Fitchburg, Stoughton about to enter areas like Belleville, Mount Horeb seeing that, and over near Cross Plains. The winter weather advisory actually expired for Viroqua, Black River Falls, La Crosse, and Camp Douglas. And what I just showed on radar, that tracks because those areas are no longer seeing snow fall. Madison and most of the area still included in the winter weather advisory. Yesterday, that was set to expire at 6 a.m. this morning, but because we still do have some snow that'll impact your morning commutes, allowing for some slick spots and lower visibilities, we do have that now in effect until 9 in the morning. As temperatures continue to fall too, we're now down to 26 in Madison, Platteville's at 31, and Monroe and Janesville at 30. When we started our morning at 4:30, those temperatures were actually still at 34. So that cooler air is now moving in everywhere across southern Wisconsin and driving wind chills to be in place. Not as bad as what we're going to see, especially over the weekend though. We also have gusty conditions and lower visibilities because of this system. Monroe, Janesville, and Madison all down to just 4 miles. Lone Rock's down to 1.5 miles. Camp Douglas and Wisconsin Dells at 3. But as the snow moves out by late morning, visibilities are going to come up, but breezy conditions will be in place and we'll have falling temperatures. This is a look at lunchtime. Not going to see snow still here over Lake Michigan towards Milwaukee. Could have some lake effect snow, but we're not going to see that across south central Wisconsin. These are totals that we've seen since yesterday into this morning. Neillsville saw 6.5 inches. Vesper saw 6. Plover 5.2. Arkdale saw 5 inches, Sparta 4, Toma 3.5. Closer to us, Reesville saw 2.3 inches, Sullivan 1.6, Pewaukee 1.5 inches, and we just had an inch in Madison. This is exactly what fell in the snowfall forecast that the First Warn Weather Team put out. We do have 2 additional alert days, Saturday and Sunday, not because of more snow, but because of the dangerous cold that's going to follow. So only forecasting a high of 5 degrees Saturday for Sunday. Air temperatures fall below 0 during those overnight hours, and wind chills Saturday and Sunday morning could be as low as -20 to -30. Very, very cold and dangerous.
Take that seriously.
Yes, might see a cold weather advisory get issued.
There we go. Thanks, Savannah. Well, folks, it's the final day of the community book drive at the Madison Reading Project. They're looking to get books in the hands of the youngest readers in the 608.
Our Josh Fighter is live in Madison with a follow-up. Good morning.
Hey, good morning to you guys. We're at the Book Center, which is looking a little different compared to 4 weeks ago when we first launched the drive. Today's the last day, Rowan.
Yeah, it does look a little different. Might even seem a little echoey in here because so many books have been given, or we've also packed them up for all of the different book giving events that are going on the last couple of weeks. Thousands and thousands of books have been packed up, have been given, and this week is also Empty Stocking Club, Days of Christmas. So we're in our final days and hoping that the public can still help us out with raising those last dollars and making sure that we have books to give for the rest of the year.
Yeah, so I mentioned it's pretty bare in here. You can see a lot of the boxes. There are some of those wish list items available. So you guys are at 75% of your goal. Today is the last day, so you still have a ways to go.
Yeah, it's 75% of our $50,000 fundraiser. Those last dollars help us purchase those last books and also refill all of the shelves for the new year. It also helps us obviously with all of our staffing and making sure that we have all of the things we need for the new year, and we're positive we'll be able to do that. And as you can tell, pretty much nearly every shelf is empty because we want to make sure that we can fill all of those wish lists and make sure that we can get to every event that we promise to make sure every parent and caregiver and social worker has those books to get to kids this holiday season and winter break.
So physical and financial donations you guys are still looking for?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, Rowan, thank you so much for your time this morning. I'm trying not to be too much of a wordy birdie this morning in the 608, but I think my hair maybe.
I thought this one looked like Josh.
Guys, we'll send it back to you.
Wordy birdie.
Oh, I love it. Good stuff, Josh Prider. Thank you.
Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. You can reach out on social media or email him for a chance to be featured. Well, still ahead, Oreo gets a new twist and SpongeBob gets another collab.
Back after this.
Welcome back. We're taking a quick look at what's trending this morning. Crocs is diving back into Bikini Bottom, releasing new limited edition SpongeBob SquarePants clogs. Take a look at these babies. The collection features SpongeBob Patrick. And after fans complained last year, they have added Squidward tentacles to the line. He has his own pair now.
Nose and all.
Yes. So the drop comes ahead of the new SpongeBob movie later this month, December 19th. The shoes go on sale tomorrow. $80 if you want them.
There you go. I know what I'm getting you ladies for Christmas.
Expensive.
Oh yeah,
For sure. I'll take the Patrick ones.
Yeah, the pink ones. Those are my. Maybe the yellow ones too. You know,
I like yellow.
they're a little bright, shine bright
Yeah.
like a diamond.
They have arms. Did you see that? SpongeBob had arms.
Oh, I
on
didn't
that
even
one.
notice.
Yeah.
And then for you Oreo lovers out there, they're rolling out a new cookie. 0 sugar though this time. They said it's still going to deliver the same cookie taste that you have fell in love with, just no sugar. They're finding a new way to sweeten it up, you know, without all the added sugars and such. So those will hit shelves next month for you.
I just prefer the regular ones.
I
Maybe
want to
I'll
try
sugar.
these. I want to try them.
Yeah, I'm curious as to how different
I will
they'll
buy them
taste.
because I am curious to see
Sure,
how
they're
they
all
taste.
natural too.
Yes.
Sure. Well, we do have some snow still falling. We have a live shot at the Beltline and Mineral Point Road this morning. That is allowing, with the new snow cover that we have, some snow down there on the road. So just take it easy this morning. Allow a little bit of extra time. We'll be right back.
Mike. This morning we are keeping our eyes on the roads and getting you ready to head out the door.
Every winter is going to be its own unique snowflake. Haha.
Plus, plowing plans are in place, what they're doing to make your commute safer, and how you can help.
And we are still tracking snow that is actively falling. We'll show current snowfall totals and when you can expect the system to wrap up.
Well, good morning, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Kyrie Lee. Thanks for waking up with us this morning on your Wednesday.
It is an alert day, and we have team coverage with everything you need to know before you leave the house.
Our Maya Tate is out in the live drive this morning, monitoring road conditions. But first, we need to get you out the door. We need to check in with meteorologist Savannah Brito with the latest. Good morning.
Good morning. We have a busy looking radar still out there this morning, especially across Dane County. So the latest new information, La Crosse, Black River Falls, and up near Camp Douglas. The winter weather advisory actually expired a little bit ago. They don't really have as much snow as what we're seeing across the rest of the area. So specifically across Dane County, we'll zoom in there first. We do have light to moderate snow falling pretty much everywhere across Dane County. Wanakee, the city of Madison, Sun Prairie, Cottage Grove, and over outside of Dane County near Portland, some pretty moderate snow and even a little bit of heavy snow. Those are the deeper shades of blue right over the Madison airport right now. Springfield, Wanakee, a little bit of a band near Middleton and Blooming Grove right now. But there are also areas just to our northwest that are still seeing snowfall up near Partyville, Newchester, Camp Douglas, Hillsborough, to our west, Richland Center, Lone Rock. But south of Fenmore, really just to the west of Lone Rock, that's where we're seeing another moderate band of snow. And then to the south of Monroe, down towards Brodhead and the Illinois-Wisconsin border, there's also moderate snow still falling. We'll recap what we've seen so far as specific totals across south central Wisconsin, and also what's to come after this system, how cold we're going to get.
All right, thanks, Savannah. We are tracking a crash in Dodge County this morning near Horicon that is closing Highway 28 between Horicon and Mayville. In both directions, Highway 28 is closed. Here's a live look at the state's road condition map, showing those winter conditions as well. Green means fine, blue means partially covered, and pink means fully covered.
And we're seeing a lot of that north of us this morning.
Absolutely. We're starting to see it now. Some partially covered roadways to the south of the Madison area. We're seeing some communities south of the viewing area delay schools. Judas Schools just a few minutes ago decided that they're going to run on a delay this morning. And it says that snow that Savannah has been tracking is starting to fall. So yeah, all morning long we've seen that sharp cutoff between freezing and below freezing, where conditions to the north were a lot more dangerous. But now we're starting to see that shift further down to the south.
So let's get a closer look at the roads this morning. We do have our Maya Tate out in the live drive this morning.
Maya has been headed to Mount Horeb, where they're running. Where are you and what can you show us?
Yes, Chris. So we are heading to Mount Horeb right now. We are on Mineral Point Road right now. And one thing to really note is that visibility has significantly decreased since we started driving this morning. And the wind is picking up a bit, so there's a lot of blowing snow today too. Road conditions are still not horrible, not super slippery, but it is something to be mindful of as the snow keeps happening, and that there could still be some freezing and get a little slippery as the day goes on for people driving. But yeah, overall, the visibility has really decreased, and yeah, even our speed as we're driving, we've kind of slowed it down just to be safe, which is something that everyone else should also be safe when they're driving. Keep it slow. start stopping earlier, and yeah, just be mindful of what's happening on the rest of the road. Thanks. Back to you.
Maya, thank you. Yeah, and we are seeing some changes in those road conditions depending on where you are. I know in my drive-in, those residential roads, lots of slush causing for those slip and slides, and even the intersections looking a little slippery this morning as well.
Great to get that perspective from the live drive this morning.
Well, today, Madison's 64 snowplows are hard at work. Crews say the challenge isn't just the snow, it's the slush that comes after. Warm pavements heat up the snowpack, making for sloppy conditions. With freezing rain possible, street teams will be plowing and salting the city's 800 miles of roads for as long as it takes. So you can expect some slush in your neighborhood this morning.
It's going to be actively snowing overnight too, and just we want to keep those main thoroughfares in good shape first, and then when that snow stops, we can shift those crews into helping out with the cleaning up all those neighborhood streets, bring on more people in the morning. Every winter is going to be its own unique snowflake, haha, you know, but you just got to be ready for whatever it throws at you.
Make sure you're parked on the even side of the street at this time. Tonight, be sure to switch to the odd side.
All right, and a reminder, folks, if you have to drive anywhere this morning, make sure you are given those snow plows plenty of room. You're supposed to keep back 200 feet, and if you are brave enough and it is safe enough, if you think, to pass a plow, make sure to give them plenty of room.
And you can keep track of the alert day conditions by downloading the free First Warn weather app. You can find that in your app store.
6:35, developing news this morning. Madison police seeking some more information after a shooting injured a man on the east side.
Police responded to Cottage Grove Road and Dempsey Road near the KFC around 6 last night for reports of shots fired. There, they found a vehicle with a bullet casing inside. After investigating the area, police found a man with a minor gunshot wound. However, he did not need treatment at the hospital. So if you have any information, please contact the police department or Madison Area Crime Stoppers.
And new this morning, a family of 7 and their dog without a home after an early morning fire. It happened on Madison's south side just before 2 o'clock in the morning near Bell Street near the Catholic Multicultural Center. Madison Fire knocked it down pretty quick. They believe it started near the kitchen, though they're investigating the exact cause. No injuries reported, but the Red Cross is helping out the family.
An entire backyard poultry flock in Marquette County is dead after catching bird flu. DATCAP says the virus can spread through contact with infected birds, equipment, clothing, or with wild birds and their droppings. The infected from the block will not enter the food system. Livestock owners are encouraged to adopt strong biosecurity measures such as hand washing, disinfecting equipment, and restricting access to animals in order to curb the spread of bird flu.
In national news this morning, the Federal Reserve is set to announce whether or not they'll cut interest rates today.
The central bank has to decide without some key data. Hiring numbers for November and the latest inflation data have been delayed due to the government shutdown. Both are crucial for the Fed's decision as they aim to keep inflation and unemployment low. Economists are expecting another quarter-point rate cut.
All right, markets slipping just a little bit this morning. Dow futures are down 0.1%. S&P futures down about 0.1 as well. NASDAQ futures are down 0.2%.
This morning, teens in Australia are the first to be banned from using social media. The controversial law now requires social media companies to block anyone under the age of 16 from accessing their programs. Some of those sites include TikTok, YouTube, and even Meta's Instagram and Facebook. Critics argue the new rule does not make children safer and that it instead goes against the notion of free speech. Meanwhile, supporters say the ban is going to be a major wake-up call.
Turning to the Badgers now, both the men and women's basketball team in action today. San Diego Toreros are going to be at the Kohl Center today to play the women's team. That's an 11 a.m. tip-off. You can watch it on Big Ten Plus. The men's team heads to Nebraska to take on the 23rd ranked Cornhuskers. Tip-off for that one's at 8 o'clock tonight. You can catch it on the Big Ten Network.
And the Packers are getting ready to play against the #1 team in the AFC this Sunday. They'll head west to Denver to play the Broncos. You can watch that game at 3:25 right here on WISC-TV. Again, that's on Sunday.
Oh boy, a win would be great. That is a tough team. I think they're 10-2. And what? They're undefeated.
Undefeated at home.
Undefeated at home. Boy, if the Packers could pull off this road win, that would be
something
incredible.
Yes.
Another win against the Bears, though, that would be even sweeter.
No, I don't think Savannah agree.
Not this time. Guys, the latest on the weather conditions, we are seeing snow still fall, and these snowflakes are actually a little bit bigger than what we had. We have a heavier band of snow moving into the city of Madison right now. That makes sense, and right with the radar is kind of what goes in hand as to what we're seeing fall right now. So you see the deeper shades of blue over a lot of Dane County this morning. This is a loop over the last couple of hours, and yeah, we have some light snow falling across a lot of southern Wisconsin still, but that snow band that's heavy right over the city of Madison, also up near Wanakee, Sun Prairie, Cottage Grove, Stoughton, and towards Perry and Fitchburg early this morning. Snow is going to continue to fall the next couple of hours before we see a break before our next chance of snow and the bitter cold that's to follow this system we're dealing with right now. We'll show current temperatures and what areas are seeing which kind closer to freezing level or as low as the mid-20s right now coming up.
Savannah, thank you. Still ahead, we're helping you get out the door this morning. Our crews are out in the live drive. They'll have the latest with the road conditions.
And it is the final day for the community book drive at Madison Reading Project. We're live with how you can put hands in the books in the hands of some of the youngest readers in the 608.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
6:42 on your alert day. We are keeping an eye on the roads as the snow is starting to pick up in the Madison area.
Yeah, we're starting to see those road conditions change. Our Maya Tate is out in the live drive this morning. Maya, what are you seeing?
Yeah, so right now we're currently on Mineral Point Road heading back in towards Madison, and as you guys just mentioned, the snow is getting pretty consistent now. It's coming down a little harder than before, and so visibility, can't see it right now, but visibility has been getting a little more hard to kind of see what's in front of you. There is random kind of gusts of wind every once in a while that will really create that blowing snow. And yeah, overall though, the roads still are not too bad, but you'll never know where those slick spots and black ice could be. So it's always just important to be mindful when you're driving and just pay attention to that and keep it slow and maybe leave a little earlier for work. But otherwise, we've seen a couple plows out, and overall it's going pretty well. They've dropped some salt at some places, plowing other roads, but just be mindful the rest of the day, kind of how the snow could shift into slush also on the ground. But for now, that's all I have on that.
All right, thanks, Maya. We want to take a broader view of the region on the Wisconsin DOT 511 winter weather map here. Pink means fully covered, blue means partially covered, green means conditions are not doing too bad, although we have seen a number of school districts in the green area who have either delayed or canceled for this morning. Let's see, we have Platteville, who's called off today. We've got Mount Horeb running on a 2-hour delay. Judah schools down in the south, they are running on a delay today as well. So we also want to tell you that there is up in Dodge County near Horicon a crash that has shut down Highway 28 in both directions. This is near State Highway 33 and County Highway TW, again in Dodge County near Horicon, because of a crash. Both directions of Highway 28 are closed.
And guys, I think the reason why we're seeing some green south of Madison is because those temperatures were sitting closer to freezing level, but now they're dropping under that in the upper 20s. So we had the rain in those areas yesterday because it was too warm for snow, and now that's all freezing over with the temperatures falling. So just because you didn't see snow yesterday or overnight doesn't mean that there won't be slick spots out there. We're seeing that according to that map, so just take it easy out there. That band of snow that was falling pretty heavy out across areas south of Madison like Monroe, Platteville, and Janesville, now getting to areas in northern Illinois, but we're still tracking that band that's allowing some pretty decent snow to continue to fall and build up on those roadways out across Dane County. That includes the city of Madison. We have this heavy band between Fitchburg and Cottage Grove. A lot of these deeper blues towards Lake Mills and also south of Portland, but Stoughton, Sun Prairie, Wanakee also seeing that moderate snow. Mount Horeb and Cross Plains, a little bit lighter out there. Southwest down towards Platteville and the Monroe areas, we're still seeing all of that light to moderate snow. And then south of Monroe, that's where it's a little bit more heavy. Southeast of Madison, Janesville's now seeing that, Elkhorn, Whitewater, and Edgerton about to see that moderate band move in. Much lighter, though, to our northeast up towards Beaver Dam, West Bend, Fond du Lac, and the same thing as up towards Wisconsin Dells and Camp Douglas. We still do have this band that's sitting north of Viroqua and south of Camp Douglas, but those areas actually saw the winter weather advisory expire because they're not expecting to see that much more accumulation compared to areas that are still seeing that moderate to even heavier band actively falling this morning. Lone Rock's down to 1.5 miles, Madison 2, Wisconsin Dells also at 2.5. So we have lower visibilities out there all across the map. Be mindful of that as you drive. Probably will see some lower visibilities. This is what I was mentioning. We have that winter weather advisory still in place for a lot of the area until 9 a.m. The National Weather Service extended that, but for areas up near Camp Douglas, Viroqua, La Crosse, and Black River Falls that are pretty much done with the snow, they actually canceled that. They removed those counties to our northwest. Neilsville saw 6.5 inches, Vesper 6 inches, Plover 5.2, Arkdale 5 inches, Sparta and Toma closer to us 4 and then 3.5. Madison only saw 1 inch. This was all within what the national or what the First One weather team was forecasting. If you have reports out there, send those in to us. We'll also include those. 27's the temperature in Lone Rock. We're at 26 in Madison, but here's the drop in temperatures with that cold front that's sitting just to our south. Monroe's already at 29 and Janesville at 30. We do have wind chills factored in. Any snow is going to move out of here by mid to late morning. We'll have stagnant temperatures during that time frame that will be below freezing levels. So yeah, this morning still snow showers. Those wrap up. We are going to see temperatures fall though the next couple of days, Thursday and Friday, a little cooler than today, and then a lot colder Saturday and Sunday where highs are only going to be about 4 or 5 degrees. Both weekend days we have sub-zero air temperatures at night, and when you factor in the wind chill, those could be as low as -20 to -30. So dangerous cold. I wouldn't be shocked if we see a cold weather advisory for at least parts of the area those nights.
Carrie Ann, you ready for it?
Oh, just bracing myself for it.
I'm ready for what's to come after that.
Exactly, yeah. I'm looking ahead to the
Yes.
future, but day by day. We'll take it day by day. Well, it's the final day of the community book drive at the Madison Reading Project as they look to get books in hands of the youngest readers in the 608.
Josh Breider's live in Madison this morning with the follow-up. Hey, Josh.
Hey, good morning to you guys. We were at their book center this morning, and it might be one of those days that you want to take a loud winter's nap, but we still have a huge ask of the community as we are finishing up the community book drive. Rowan Childs is joining us this morning. Rowan, good morning to you.
Good morning, thank you.
So it is the final day. You guys are only at 75% of your goal, and today's the last day.
Yeah, last day for new book donations to come in specifically for the drive. So we're asking the public, if you're in bed or you don't want to get out of bed, to still make those donations yet. As you can see behind me, we're packing up and have packed up thousands and thousands of books that have already been given during Community Book Drive this week. We're out at Empty Stocking Club and Days of Christmas, where over 12,000 books just alone in the next 3 days are going out to families and children. And next week as well, we're giving out thousands and thousands more. So we're hoping for your financial support. If you also want to donate books, there's still those lists online, and whether those new books still go out next week to us, or if they come in after that, we're going to be restocking the shelves to make sure everyone has new books in January and February.
So we mentioned 75% of your goal, so still a long ways to go. Is the weather a concern at all today with how nasty it is outside?
You know, we will still be at all of those gift-giving events. And as you may know, just similar to like food pantries and other situations, families that are really looking to make sure they have those gifts for their kids. And they will, I know that they will be out there to make sure that they will do that for their families, and we want to make sure that we have the best books available for them to pick out.
Just in time for the holiday season
Yeah.
and winter break. Rowan, thank you so much for your time. If you'd like to make a difference and give back to all of our youngest readers in the 608, you can go to the story up on channel3000.com. Back to you guys.
All right, Josh, thank you. Josh is always looking for inspiration to share in the 608. Got an idea for him? Let him know about it.
Coming up in the morning sprint, voters in Miami elected a new mayor. Why? It's a historic win.
And we got a few birthdays to celebrate today. We'll start with Curtis, who turns 3 today. Adley turns 3 as well. And Elliot. Congratulations.
Congratulations on turning 3. Happy
We're
birthday.
back after this in the spring. .654, time for the morning sprint.
We're keeping an eye on the road conditions this morning as they continue to change. We're out in our live drive this morning. If you're headed out, remember to drive safe, give yourself some extra time, and make sure you leave plenty of room between you and the snow plows. Keep back at least 200 feet, and if you're passing a plow, give them enough room.
Also this morning, a family of 7 and their dog displaced after a fire erupted on Madison's south side. It broke out just after 2 o'clock this morning on Bell Street on Madison's south side. No injuries reported. Madison Fire is currently investigating the cause. The Red Cross is assisting the family.
Madison police are looking for information after a shooting injured a man on the city's east side. Police responded to Cottage Grove and Dempsey Roads near the KFC around 6 for reports of shots fired last night. There, they found a vehicle with bullet casings and a man with minor injuries. Anyone with information should contact the police department or Crime Stoppers.
Madison police investigating a sexual assault on the city's south side. Police say the assault happened around 2 a.m. Monday near McDivitt Road and Todd Drive near the Beltline. No arrests have been made, and police say multiple jurisdictions are investigating. We'll provide updates as we learn more.
Miami voters electing a Democrat for mayor for the first time in more than 30 years. Eileen Higgins, a former Miami-Dade County commissioner, secured 59% of the vote to beat the Trump-backed Republican candidate, Emilio Gonzalez. Housing and immigration were among the key issues of the election.
This morning, stocks dipping a little bit as investors wait to hear what the Federal Reserve will do with interest rates today. The Fed will make that decision without some key data, the hiring data for November and the latest inflation numbers. They've been delayed because of the government shutdown. Economists expect another 1/4 point cut.
We still do have some snow falling across a lot of southern Wisconsin, including the majority of Dane County right now. Still seeing reports of slick spots. Just keep in mind that travel, you could have impacts as you drive into work or wherever you're going this morning. Our alert day, pretty much just through mid to late morning. That's when the snow's expected to stop. And then the cold that follows after that. That's why we have those alert days over the weekend.
Yes, not giving much time for that melt.
Yeah, not at all.
All right, Savannah, thanks for keeping us updated.
Absolutely.
CBS Mornings is next.